to our forces in Vietnam and elsewhere in Southeast Asia. A special welcome to this replay of a recent big league football match held in Victoria, a match which has a bearing on 1967 Premiership.
Saints versus Blues coming up at Princes Park. The Blues have been doing things in style and they lead by 20 points. They've led throughout the match. It was a great third quarter by St.Kilda and now they're kicking with the wind. They might be able to get themselves out of the mire, but the odds are against it. Ball onto the half-forward line for the Saints going with the wind. It's Gould, who's been a good player all day, getting a hand pass over here to Lloyd, who finds the turf treacherous. The ball is picked up by Bonney. His left foot kick for the Saints gives them a great chance to open up the quarter well. Davis stood his ground well and nearly took the mark. It's Breen busting his way through, but has the ball going for him, but nothing else. His feet give out, and the umpire is next on the spot. It's 61 points to 41 at the start of the final quarter. Carlton lead 9-7 with 6-5.
They're led by 4 goals at quarter time. They're led by 3 goals at half time. They're led by 3 goals at three-quarter time. Here is Barry Breen, 40 yards out, straight in front. A long torpedo punt kick, but it's only 1 point. 19 points the difference at the start of this last vital quarter for St. Kilda.
Prophecies in this game for the Birds, but one just has the feeling that it's not St. Kilda's day. They are not playing anything like the St. Kilda side that we know can play. Everything seems to be going wrong for them, to wit that particular kick. Had they scored a goal there, it would have been a wonderful pipe into the final quarter, a big spirit lifter for them, but no, it was a point.
Of course, Baldock hasn't played, and Ian Stewart has just gone off the field during that last quarter. There's a kick up towards the half-forward line. A mark has been taken there by Trott. He's well within kicking distance, I'd say. If he can use his breeze to advantage, he's 50 yards out.
Trott versus Playdell in the last quarter on the wing was quite a fierce duel. And here, from the half-forward flank, he gets the ball the best part of 4/5 of the way to the goals. Breen, who had the deliberate shot for goals before, is last off the deck, and the umpire bounces it again.
Only 20 yards away from the goal. There's Ditterich. Nichols wins it. The ball is taken away by Jesselenko. It's up towards Collis and it's into the ground. The ball is brushed away from him. A chance for Burden Howell. He's picked it up at his second attempt. He left puts it back towards the front of the goals, and it's nearly a mark to Barry Gill, taken away by Barassi. Touches it on the carpet once. Now he's run his good 10 yards. He's had a bounce. He's tackled, brought to the ground by Davis. The ball goes across the line on the half-forward flank. And Barassi's sounding off on a teammate because he didn't come in for a hand pass. Bonney steady, drives towards the goals. It's accurate enough. Oh, hold it. There's a free kick here against Carl Ditterich. Whilst the ball was some 25 yards away, Ditterich was hipping stone away so as he couldn't touch the ball, and the umpire has ruled that it was too far away and a free kick.
A very important goal, therefore, is lost to the Saints. It was reminiscent. Oh, listen to that St. Kilda crowd hooting over there. Reminiscent of the Doug Wade incident in the finals some years ago. 61-42. Carlton 19 points ahead. Quirk kicking from the back line to the back flank. And he's kicked it right across the line. 4 minutes into the final quarter. Chief kick winner details will be given soon. After this next passage of play with the 2-2s again, there have been a lot in the game. It's Ross Smith winning it after Minot's knockdown to the half-forward line. Barassi couldn't take it, taken by Playdell. He's been good. He kicks the ball to the wing, the position in which he is playing. Robertson down from the half-forward line sees it out.
Ross Smith has had 18 for St. Kilda and Darrell Griffiths 17, whilst for Carlton Collis has had 17, Playdell 15.
Nichols versus Minot once again. Nichols of St. Kilda has hold of the ball now. After the hand pass came to him, he kicks the ball onto the half-forward line, and Robertson again has dropped back into no man's land, is untagged, and takes another mark. Robertson has been a constant source of drive for the Blues and scored 3 goals in the first half.
6 marks he's taken, 10 kicks, kicked 3 goals. It's up towards the full forward position. Should have been a mark, I thought, to Sirakowski, but it's Ross Smith taking the ball away and Kilda down towards the half-forward line. It's whack in the ear for Trott and a free kick. Robertson is directing proceedings, waiting for Trott to get the ball. He's on the half-back flank. Here he is with the ball now. half-back line, kicks it high towards the centre of the ground. Kennedy in front of Anderson. The ball is knocked away by Anderson. Kennedy plays a ball in front of him and went to pick it up, was going to pick it up, was Minot. Kennedy took it away from him and kicks it down towards the half-forward line. And the umpire has paid the mark. He's paid the mark to Kevin Roberts, who's been very quiet.
Roberts' left foot kick, beautiful kick to within about 15 yards of the goal square. Oh, there's a mark to Breen. They've been waiting for those all day. Walls was shoulder to shoulder with him, but Breen just a little too stocky, a little too heavy, was able to hold his ground a bit better and take the mark.
This is Breen's fifth kick. He's straight in front. Goal umpire hasn't moved it to goal. A badly needed one by St.Kilda. Now the difference is only 13 points, and we're 6 minutes into this last quarter. What about it, Timo? Do you think they can get up?
Well, I think Carlton are starting to look a little bit tired, Philo, and to be perfectly honest, if I was in the Carlton side, I'd be a very worried man right now.
Back to 13 points, which is the closest that St Kilda came in the third term. Yes, St Kilda kick. The umpire was right there, staring him in the eye. Howe from the centre. Switched in the third quarter to a ruck-rover roll. He did excellently in keeping the pressure on the Carlton defence. This ball is onto the half-forward flank. He kicked to the scoring side of the ground, but Walls turns them out. The ball into the centre. Minot dropped the mark. It's gone out here. There are three of them together, and Sinman should win it easily. Sinman has hold of the ball. A good kick is going towards the sticks. Can Ditterich get up and mark? The kick is too strong for him. The ball is across the line. No score. 61-48. Technique will be important here in the ruck contest. It's Hall number 3 against Ditterich number 10. Ross Smith waiting for the chance, which didn't come. A kick off the ground. Davis, shot for the sticks, could be another. It is.
That young fellow in the picture, that's his third goal from this half-forward flank for St Kilda.
7 points the difference, and that's the closest Kilda has been since the very start of the game.
Carlton have always enjoyed an 18 or 20-point advantage, but now it's only 7 at the 7-minute mark in the last quarter.
We're in action again. It's going the Saints' way, but picked up by Gallagher, and now it's quickly the other way. Oh, that for O'Day didn't hang on to that mark. Is he getting it?
Yes, I think the umpire had the whistle in his mouth a little bit too early, and he's paid the mark. O'Day definitely dropped it. It went through him as though it was just like a cup of soup. The free kicks are 29-19 in favour of St Kilda.
Ball onto the half-forward line for the Saints. They're going to the wind, and that mark was nicely taken by Hall. Good judgment, because the wind, which has been of a blustery variety, has had the ball performing all kinds of gyrations in the air. Quirk's in front. Trott keeping him close company, but Quirk had the ball going for him all the way, and I think he's quite happy with the ball being out. Up to the ruckman now to get the ball cleanly away from the pack. Barassi has come onto the ball, waits behind Hall as McLean goes up for it. Trott, his hand pass is cut off by McLean. His left foot kick is about 15 yards along the perimeter, and it's out of play again. We've had 8 minutes of play in the final quarter, and 7 points now the difference. The closest the sides have been. Carlton, 61, St Kilda, 54.
Carlton 52 marks, St Kilda 36, and that is Minot, but the ball's taken away by Peter McLean. That is scrubbed. Darrell Griffiths trying to get away from the pack with the ball. He's succeeded now, drives it up towards the centre half-forward position. Gould and Neal neither can win the mark, but backing Gould up with Stone, but and the ball is picked up by Barry Gould. He comes through the pack. The ball is bundled away from him. Look at the pack of players. Umpire says, I will have it, fellas.
A ringside seat with Channel 9. A big game at Prince's Park. It's like a grand final before the finals are due. Left foot kick by Kennedy. It's in towards the goal square. Breen has it again. Breen gives them the hot foot from behind. A good kick by Breen. Beautiful ground play, but he's missed. It's one flag only, but that brings them to within a kick. It's 6 points the difference. The Blues versus the Saints.
And I see in the centre of the ground Ron Barassi and assistant coach Graham Donaldson having a word with each other. Graham Donaldson. Where's Lofts? Where's Lofts? That's I see his hand with the plaster on it. Yeah, Wesley Lofts. In the meantime, Walls has kicked it out from the full-back position out towards the half-forward flank. Nobody could mark the ball. There's a chance now picked up by Kevin Roberts. He's slammed for the goals. Ditterich just couldn't hold the ball, but it's a very vital point because now the difference is only 5 points.
Simo, an interesting point here is that with that terrific fight back by St Kilda in the third term when they had the major use of the ball almost for the entire quarter, I thought they'd be the team that was tiring. It seems that the Blues are.
Yes, Tony, I think the little bit of added incentive of kicking with the last quarter has given them that little bit of kick they needed.
There's Walls again. He kicks a high one. This time it goes wide to that half-back flank. Nobody can mark the ball. It's over the head of the pack. Darrel Griffiths knocked it out towards Verdon Howell. He can't pick the ball up. Kicked off the ground by Hall. It's picked up now by Gordon Collis. He gets his left foot to it. It's along the wing. And here we see Ian Robertson outmanoeuvred by Sinman, but his kick is smothered a little bit. The ball is knocked out towards the half-forward line. There's a chance there for Quirk, but he's bundled out of the road. Graham Anderson has the ball for Carlton. Gets his kick before being brought to the ground. It goes up the centre and has a mark to Sierakowski. No, says the umpire. So we see Jimmy Reid with it. He handballs it out towards Sierakowski. He circles away from Nichols. Good play by Sierra, and he's got the ball out to the half-forward flank, but there's a Carlton mark. No, the umpire says no mark. It's Ian Robertson with it.
Robertson versus O'Day. O'Day puts him down rugby style. Robertson's free kick. Oh, a bit of hobby horsing, and O'Day says, well, if you want to keep that up, let's go to Festival Hall. 61 to 56, 5 points the difference, and a most exciting build-up to the finish of the game, because St Kilda had been well back in the field until this moment. Oh, that's Minot taking a good mark in defence. We're 12 minutes into the final term. 9-7 to 8-8 the score. Carlton in front by 5 points. For most of the game, they've been 20 points plus ahead. That's Kevin Hall. One thing's certain, the 36 players, or it's more because we've got a couple of reserves on, will be pretty tired tonight. A kick into the full forward area. Well, that's a mark for Sierakowski. Sierakowski's a spring-heel jack for a man with such big limbs. He's taken some really good marks today and has been a tower of strength and defence for the Saints.
We're 12 minutes into this last quarter, and Carlton, a 9-7-61, leading St Kilda 8-8, 56 by 5 points.
St Kilda starting to play in front now, and it's a beneficial thing for them. The free kick is going to Brian Quirk. I think both players were a bit undecided. Then was pretty pleased that he got a kick.
There's Quirk between the centre line and the half-forward flank, pulling it right up to the forward pocket. A chance for Nichols. The ball is knocked away from him. It goes out towards Kekovic, but going in hard for the ball is number 14. That's young Jim O'Day. 14 it is, Jim O'Day. Good half-back flanker for St Kilda.
The Saints' defence have had it easy for a while. Not now. It's Gallagher getting a kick. It's in front of the goal sticks. Two Blues together. They fly against one another. Oh, a bit of a mix-up there. Kekovic versus Kerr. Deserved or not deserved? That is the question.
Well, the point is that they upset each other. They interfered with each other, the two players, Kerr and Kekovic. The St Kilda players came in and they didn't tackle in the correct manner, according to umpire Peter Shields. A free kick to Brian Kekovic, but gee, it's a lucky one.
Kekovic has scored one goal. He got it in the third term. The Saints' defence had it easy in the third term when their side was kicking against the wind, so that's a strange thing, but they've had it quiet in the early part of this term because they had the ball forward all the time. Kekovic, a straight kick. It's a goal, and a very important one.
That's Kekovic's second goal for Carlton. Robertson has kicked 3 and 1 each to Nichols, Hall, Jesselenko, Barassi and Munari. The goal kickers for St Kilda, who are 8 goals, 3 to Davis, 1 each to Griffith, Green, Howell, Kennedy and Ditterich.
11 points, therefore, the difference. 11 points Carlton's way now. Minot late on the scene. The ball favoured the Carlton ruck. Picked up by Gallagher it was, but he didn't do much with it. Trott gets it forward for the Saints. They're going nicely. The ball bounces beautifully into the arms of Davis. He's smothered before his kick is too effective. It's on its way to about 40 yards of the goal. Davis comes upfield. Roberts is there also. Neither of them win the ball. It's cleared by Anderson for the Blues. Anderson clears the ball to the half-back flank. Over from the back of the pack is Quirk. He appeals for the mark, but it's not his.
No, sir. He sharped it out of the hands of Darrel Griffiths, who was playing in the centre. Stewart went off injured. Griffiths is going to have his 19th kick for the game. He's well out on a half-forward flank, but he'll put it right up into the goal square. He'll be looking for big Carl Ditterich or Barry Breen. A high kick, dropping short. The wind's getting underneath it. Barassi's there. His ball is taken away by Walls, and an easy mark to Trott.
Davis was in the hands of trainers for the Saints, but he's back on his feet now. Lloyd is watching him. And Trott to take his kick from centre half forward. The wind is a help, not a hindrance. Oh, it's a terrific kick. Oh, what a beauty! was that kick?
A ripper, 60 to 65 yards from this youngster on the wing trot, a first-year player for St Kilda, and now it's back to 5 minutes different, at least 5 points of difference at the 15-minute mark in this last quarter. Getting a little bit excited as we start the next one, and the ball won by Nichols. There's Darrel Griffiths coming through once more. It's a free kick to Darrel Griffiths, so play will be halted while we come back. 15 minutes into the last quarter, 5 points of difference, and the Blues are still in front.
St Kilda, 9 goals on the board, 7 players have scored them. Griffiths, one of the goal scorers, has the ball in defence at the moment. And now it's right into attack. Perfectly timed drop kick. Look at that one spin to the half-forward line. No mark. Good defensive play by Walls, a young fella doing a giant job in a key position. Here's Collis. Storms away from the opposition. Kicks the ball into attack. No mark to Kikovic here. He's spilled and looks as though he might be hurt. Murray, cool in the crisis. Clears the ball to the half-forward line. Any mark here? Oh, beauty to Gould. The game's very much in the balance. 5 points of difference. Carlton in front as they have been throughout the game. St Kilda pruned them back to a 5-point lead only a few moments ago. It went to 11 points. Beautiful mark to Robertson. And now it's back to 5. Robertson on the half-forward flank. 16 minutes into the final quarter. St Kilda kicking into the wind. He keeps it low. Daisy cutter. Finds Gallagher. That's good play. Reed let him get away. The ball into the full-forward area. They can kick a goal from here. Up goes Hall. Couldn't hang on to the mark. Now it's Peter McLean. A hand pass to a man in better position. It's just an echo. Where?
With 17 minutes into the last quarter, and Alex Jesselenko, that young fellow there from Canberra who just kicked that goal after a beautiful piece of play by Peter McLean, has restored the 11-point lead of which Carlton have enjoyed for some other time.
Well, their supporters have been saying, as indeed Barassi has been saying, we're struggling, but we still keep getting the points. Well, they seem to have been struggling in this last half. They keep in front. It's an amazing thing. 73 to 62. It's back to an 11-point advantage to Carlton. And, it's better to be on the black side than the red. It's under the half-forward line, and they're playing well. Here's Kerr on his 19th man taking the mark. He replaced Munari. Kerr on the half-forward line. Kicks the ball with a drop punt kick to within about 20 yards of goal. Murray keeps them out again. What a great player he's developed into. Switched from attack to defence. Barassi. Oh, the mark is going to Trot.
Mark to Trot.
18 minutes into the final term, 11 points difference. Carlton in front, 73 to 62. The score is 11-7 to 9-8.
There's Trot with the ball, kicking it high towards the centre half-forward position. Ditterich is there. Couldn't quite mark the ball. Play on, says the umpire. He handballs it towards Kennedy, who's knocked it 10 or 15 yards, but backing up well for Carlton was Lloyd, who gets the ball across to Playdell. Playdell is taking his time. He circles around his his opponent. That's Bonnie. Gets the ball towards Gallagher in the centre of the ground. The best player for Carlton, I think, so far is Gordon Collis.
19 points into the final term. The Blues enjoy an 11-point lead. They're cock of the walk. They're top team in the league this year. And St Kilda desperately fighting to get into the 4, or out of the 4 on percentage. The ball going, I think, the Blues' way. Brian Quirk will get the kick on the half-forward flank. Trot seems a little incredulous and is slow in getting rid of the ball. The umpire runs over to the scene to wake him up.
Quirk. Well, this fellow can really kick a ball. He'll put it right up into the goal square. It is a good kick. Now the wind's starting to get on to it, but in front was Kikovic. The ball is knocked away out towards Minot. His kick is smothered by Nichols. It's going out towards the half-forward line. Jimmy Reed's got it. He gets his kick in a hurry. It's out towards Trot. Trot went to play on, saw that his opponent in Quirk was there. He's on the half-back flank. Time is running out for St Kilda. We're nearly 19 minutes into this last quarter. They trailed by 11 points. The ball is knocked away from Ditterich. It's picked up there by Burton Howell. Burton Howell is still playing well. Gets the left foot pass out here towards Kevin Roberts, is it? And steady. He's grabbed, gets his kick. He's forced to in a hurry. It's over towards Kennedy. Kennedy will have to knock it ahead of him. He gets to old Barassi. Good play. Determination of the old master. Gets down towards Jesselenko. Beauty.
Beautiful mark to Jesselenko. They needed it. There were 3 St Kilda fellas bearing down on him, and had he not taken the mark, it was 3 against 1. The ball to the half-forward line. Well, Surakovsky appeals for the mark, and I think the umpire will give it to him.
Short pass to Sinman. Sinman at centre half-back. Drives it up towards the centre of the ground. He's looking for Kennedy, but Collis is there. Nobody can handball the ball away. They tried. It's all smothered. Picked up there by Kennedy. Gives it across towards Trott. He left puts it down towards the half-forward line. Chipping in was Lloyd. Couldn't quite hold the ball. Barry Gill handballs it across towards Graham Anderson. Graham Anderson gets the ball away for Carlton up towards the half-forward line. And Jesselenko again. And as well as being put down by Sirakovsky, there's one thing for certain. There's a 15-yard penalty. Peter Shields is telling Big Nichols, I'll look after the game.
Jesselenko, half-forward flank. 11 points the difference, 20 minutes into the final quarter. Jesselenko, who scored a goal earlier in excellent fashion, kicks the ball about 10 yards out of the goal square. Ross Smith, handball to Reed, the back pocket player. He clears to the half-back flank. He's a long way behind Quirk, but the ball's a long way ahead of both of them. 11 points the difference, Carlton leading 73-62. The score is 11-7 to 9-8. Paul flew up against Peter Kerr and then turns around to say, what were you doing that for?
I think there's going to be a lot of wet people before this game is over, or just as the game ends. There's storm clouds coming up from the south here. Only needs the breeze to get around and we'll all get drenched here. Number 2, Minot. Number 3, Hall. Hall took it out of the air. He kicked it up towards the half-forward line. And there's a mark going to go to Jim O'Day, the half-back flanker for St Kilda. A good player, a first-year player.
We are 4 minutes away from time on, and with an average of 5 minutes of time on, there's about 9 minutes left in the game. St Kilda now in attack. Ditterich has gone up about 5 times in a row, just can't get the mark. Barassi, terrific in defence, clears to the wing, and he finds Quirk. The wild kick by Barassi, but Quirk was equal to the task of getting to the spot on time.
There's the kick by Quirk. Up towards the half-forward line. Sinman knocked the ball away from Nichols. The ball is knocked back towards the half-forward line. It's out. Oh, there's a free kick. Jim O'Day and Robertson.
Well, look at this. At first, I think Robertson wouldn't let O'Day go because he thought he was still in possession of the ball. Hard to make a clear break. Here's Walls, moved out from the goal mouth, kicking the ball out on the half-back flank. We've got about 3 minutes now before time on. 11 points still the difference. Ditterich, can he get a kick? A hand pass it is. It's over Ross Smith's head. It was ill-directed, and he's beaten to the line. 11 points, 11 points. With about 9 minutes of play left. 7 minutes of play left.
Ditterich against Hall, getting very dark. Ditterich took it out of the air once more. This time his kick is up towards the half-forward line, but Barry Gill is in front of Kevin Roberts on this occasion. Well, this will ease the pressure for Carlton. Time ticking away.
Out come the raincoats. Up go the brollies. Rain starting to pour. The torrent that Geelong experienced midway through the afternoon is now 50 miles further north to Melbourne. It's a mark to Collis. 23 minutes into the final term. Carlton lead by 11 points, and rain starts to fall.
Carlton are holding St Kilda pretty comfortably at the moment, although there's only 11 points of difference. Carlton are definitely playing better than St Kilda at the moment. Look at Barassi wasting time. He could have got that ball out there for the Carlton player, Van Hall, but he let it go away. Good time-wasting tactics by the skipper. Now Hall's got it. There hasn't been any time on at all added during this. Yes, he is. He's just signalled it now. It's up towards the half-forward line. It's getting very dark. A shocking kick at Hall. It's out of bounds.
Time-wasting tactics. Can he play at a crucial moment with Carlton holding whip hand? Barassi. Quick hand pass, gets rid of those in a hurry. Straight to Gould. Gould kicks it out again. As the seconds tick by, so does St Kilda's chances go down the drain. They're 11 points down. The rain won't help them move the ball about as quickly as they would like. Howell now, determined to do something about it, kicks the ball downfield. Very nearly a St Kilda decision. Kerr with another kick. The ball to the half-forward line again. Kekovic from behind, couldn't mark, and here's Robertson, always a danger, turns into the fence. Jezelenko.
It's on the half-forward line with rain starting to come down pretty steadily. Time on, about to be added, only 4 or 5 minutes of play left as Nichols knocks it straight into the hands of Ray Cross. He kicks it up towards the centre ground where we see Gould and Darrell Griffiths. Darrell Griffiths gets away from them both. Steadies, puts it on the carpet once, and then he drives it up towards the half-forward line. It's going to fall in the hands of Kevin Roberts. He's dropped a sitter. He's got away from Barry Gildas, therefore he's forced to use his right foot. Gets it down towards the full forward position. Nobody can mark the ball. Neil has cartwheeled out of the road. And there's Carlton getting away again. Their strong defence. It's not Gould, it's Gill, and if it's not Gill, it's Collis away from the centre, and they're strong in the back line, and this is why Carlton are winning.
Time on now being played. Still 11 points to and Carlton lead 11-7 to 9-8. Carlton in front. They're the top dogs of the league. Ditterich's kick was high. Gould's on his own. Anderson thought that Davis was on the scene and unnecessarily handled the fellow who took the mark in Gould. They've cooled off again and play will continue because Gould is not there. Gould on the half-back flank. Kick to the centre wing, and the mark is taken by Big John.
It's coming down in bucketfuls now. You can see the rain there. Short pass by Nichols going out towards the wing. It looks like Peter Kerr, and he is the replacement, of course, for Munari at three-quarter time. Carlton, with 1 minute of time on, already been played, lead by 11 points. They get it down towards Robertson, the half-forward line. Coming around the boundary line is Adrian Gallagher, but he is caught with the ball, and of course he's across the line. A throw in on the half-forward flank with St Kilda still trailing by 11 points. It's down towards a good knock by Sirakoski, taken away there by Peter Kerr. Up towards the half-forward line, Kekovich trying to pick the ball up. Nobody kicked off the ground by Murray, but it's going back towards Adrian Gallagher. Now, of course, the turf is very greasy. A chance for Jezelenko. Jezelenko playing the ball in front of him. Sinman's on his hammer. The ball is taken away by Minot. Minot drives it towards the centre of the ground. Collis is there. Ball knocked away from him. There's Barassi. He handballs it across to Barry Gill, but chipping in is Bonnie. The ball is kicked away from him. No holds barred here as Playdell joins in. He turns, gets it back towards Barassi. Barassi hurries, gets his kick. Dropped to the ground after he'd kicked the ball. Penalty free kick further up the field, and Barassi very pleased about this. So instead of a mark to Ray Cross on the half-forward flank, will be a free kick to Peter McLean, and this has eased the pressure for Carlton. Carlton, with 2.5 minutes of time on already gone, lead by 11 points. So this has dented the chances of St Kilda making the four. They've got to beat Richmond next week on the MCG, and of course Carlton play Collingwood. Hall has got the ball, turns, gets it up towards the half-forward line. It won't be a mark, it's across the line. 28 minutes of play already gone, and Carlton lead 11-7 to 9-8. Gordon Collis, best player in the ground for Carlton, with Jezelenko in the last half. Nichols a good player all day. Their whole back line has played very well. Playdell on the wing. For St Kilda, Ross Smith has been one of their really good players, along with Verdon has since half-time. Brian Minot, a great trier all day. Darrell Griffiths did well after half-time. Peter McLean has been taken off with only a minute to go. Ball's picked up by Bob Murray. It's a Carlton victory for sure. They consolidate the double dents. St Kilda will remain 4 points out of the 4 now, because Collingwood have got their game won. Geelong have got their game won today. So St Kilda trail by 4 points in their attempt to get into the 4, but they play Richmond next week, and Collingwood and Carlton meet. It's down towards the half-forward line, but again it's Anderson. A welcome return to Carlton after a broken elbow, and he's played very well. He kicks it out towards Hall. Darrell Griffiths comes in behind, gives him a thump. There's Barassi. He's bundled out of the road and into the pickets by Kevin Roberts, but it's a throw-in. Steady rain falling here. And it's going to get heavy. The clouds are very black. Hall, Ditterich, Playdell is grabbed with the ball. Nobody can do anything about it, and the umpire says he will ball it up on the centre wing. 3 goals to Jezelenko and 3 goals to Davis for their sides in the 11 and 9 number kick. Smith, good player, gets it down towards the half-forward line. Nearly a mark to Neil, who has been Very quiet for St Kilda. This is where they've been beaten. They've lost Baldock on this half-forward line today. Neil's only had five kicks for the game. 30 minutes already been played. There can't be more than a minute left to play. A good knock by Minot, but the sharp Hall has stopped out towards Davis. Davis played Al Barry-Gill, and the ball's across the line. It's very near siren time. Another throw in. Jones is on for Carlton. Out to Barassi. Barassi's bundled out of the road. Trying to pick the ball up as Rossi Smith. He has it now. Handballs it out towards Kennedy. Kennedy's been another very quiet player. There's the siren. Carlton have won it. They consolidate top position. They have defeated St Kilda by 11 points.